Sheri Nixon is back with me, and she is with Keller Williams, and it's always good to see you, Sheri.
Great to be here.
Yes. So, we kind of always start out with, how are things?
Things are great.
Yes.
Things are great. Especially the listings are selling so fast. Yeah. On Friday, I put 2 listings active, and one had multiple offers by the end of the day, and the other one had full price offer. Both of them went full price, so things sell super fast.
That's amazing. And I mean, we keep talking about inventory.
Right.
We need it, and obviously it's still the case. So when things go together that quickly, is there something that could be a fly in the ointment that maybe we're not anticipating?
Well, definitely inspections. Inspection reports are super long these days. I mean, I had one with 178 pages.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, they are long. And they pick out, too, little things, but it's little things that people can prevent. So instead of getting a big, long, thing that's going to scare a buyer, just sometimes the length of it can scare a buyer.
Sure.
So there's little things that we can do. Some examples is just make sure you know that someone's crawled in the crawl space and crawled in the attic, because a lot of the things happen there.
Okay.
So yes.
And that's something we don't do maybe all that often.
No, well, I'm not saying I'm going to crawl in the crawl space. Have someone hire someone to crawl in your crawl space for you, and because there's a lot going on. You can have a leak under there you don't realize, and it could have been going on a long time. And it's not that it's that expensive to fix, but it's going to be scary.
Sure.
So make sure someone's looked at your roof, and then big things like HVAC.
Of course.
If you have it serviced anyway, before you put your house on the market, have them come out. Make sure that it's working. A lot of things, the tape around the HVAC, that shows up a lot. Sometimes just simple electric things. Breakers are the wrong, size breaker for something. And little things, for example, if you have light bulbs, the inspector isn't going to know if there's light bulb doesn't work. He doesn't know if the electrical doesn't work.
Or if it's just a burned out bulb.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I know people get annoyed when it's like it's just a burned out bulb, although the inspector's not going to know that.
Right.
So, and he doesn't go around and change the light bulbs.
Right. So you need to.
Yes. So you need to make sure you check all your light bulbs and make sure they're working. And 2, things, for example, in your landscaping, if all of the landscaping goes up next to the house, I know it doesn't cost much to rake it away, although an inspector doesn't rake it away.
Right.
So he doesn't know if there's wood rot down there and all that.
Yeah.
So that's a simple thing for someone to do. And for sure, go around the house to make sure there isn't wood rot. That's going to show up right away.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had people talk about that.
And that's a big red flag, obviously.
Big red flag, the wood rot.
Right.
And because the wood rot shows up several places, the inspector's going to pick it up, and also they have to do what's called a CL100 report. The seller's going to do, and they check for any wood destroying organisms. So that's termites or carpenter bees, but also water is a wood destroying organism.
Sure.
Because it makes it perfect for termites.
Yeah.
So they have to do that. And then some other things, plumbing. Plumbing is a big issue. And if you just have someone come in and check little things, make sure that sometimes the hot and cold is reversed. And they call that out because someone could scald themselves. And they pull out little things like underneath the sink. There's just a lot of little things that people need to know that can happen, and you can prevent some of these long reports.
Right. And so obviously, it's kind of almost doing a pre-inspection is kind of what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Because, obviously it might cost a couple of $100s, maybe even $1,000 to fix some of these things, but then you're not losing your hundreds of thousands of dollars sale.
A pre-inspection is really important. I definitely tell my sellers to do a pre-inspection and to know ahead of time what to expect.
Yeah. And as you said, they can put in things that are as is, but then at least we're calling attention to it and not trying to hide anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Great advice. So make sure you are getting your pre-inspection if you're getting ready to sell. Thanks, Sheri.